Hello and welcome to another update about Cardano. In this video I give you a updated technical analysis update, and we also taking a quick look at Bitcoin before we start with Cardano. If you guys want me to do videos on Ethereum as well, please let me know in the comments. I had a few requests, but before I do that I just wanted to make sure that there are more people who are interested in that as well. And let's start straight away with Bitcoin. Not going to spend a lot of time on Bitcoin here today. Not much has happened. However, we are continuing to trade within this descending wedge. Overall, this is a bullish pattern. It is a consolidation within a uptrend within which we are currently, well, still are in a long-term uptrend, and we are currently having this quite large just correction consolidation within which we are currently trading in this bullish pattern formation that we can identify in a lot of other crypto charts as well. Not all of them, but a lot of them. But within that pattern, we are currently forming this descending triangle here. So I expect further moves to the downside, not just because of that pattern, but because, the indicators are telling us that, on the daily, we are still in the bearish range here on the RSI. You continue to be in that bearish range and make lower lows and lower highs on the RSI. On the MACD, we are also continuing our way to the downside. No recovery here visible, and the ADX, the downtrend, is actually going faster. So we are in a downtrend, in a short-term downtrend in that consolidation, and I believe we haven't seen the lows yet. My personal target area is the 37,500, maybe even a little bit lower. I did say that in the last video, so I expect at least one more push to the downside here as soon as we get further into that apex here. That current recovery today is completely normal. We were quite oversold on the shorter term time frames. You can see that here. And to be honest, if we take a look at CoinMarketCap, we can see that we have a little bit of green here, but it's really weak. Yes, Binance is recovering, but it's generally really weak, where we had quite a lot of a drop in the last few days. So the recovery is very weak at the moment. And I did say in yesterday's video that, because we hit that level here, down here at 40,700, we are currently just recovering and might hit that support level here, a resistance level, sorry, at around 43,000. And that's no surprise, because we were quite oversold on the shorter term time frame. So it's normal that you have that consolidation now, or recovery, sorry, but we don't seem to make a new higher high. So my expectation is maybe we go a little bit more higher, to the 42,800 or so, and then we drop again to that level, and that could be the push to the downside, further to the downside, before be below 40,000. But yeah, that's just what it is. I can't really see any positive signs here. Yes, on the short-term time frames it's looking better, but only because it was oversold, and Bitcoin is still struggling to get below 40,000. There's a lot of the Bitcoin price seems to be held above 40k at the moment, but it is not to be seen as a sign of strength at the moment. And what is Cardano doing? So Cardano on the daily, as I said, trading in a similar descending wedge here. It looks a little bit more like a channel here on the Cardano chart. I don't know, maybe these have moved slightly. I don't know why. Maybe I adjusted them for the 4-hour chart. I think I need to take a closer look at that. I'm using the wicks here. But anyway, it's not that important. So what we can currently see here is that we are trading in this descending wedge. We bounced off this resistance zone up here. And now we are getting support at this support zone down here. And we are trading on the daily here below the 20 and the 50-day moving average. So the 20 will provide some more resistance and will come down further. And on the indicators, very similar to Bitcoin. It's not looking good here. I expect some further moves to the downside. And again, similar story here like with Bitcoin, that we are currently seeing a little bit of a recovery, quite a nice gain from yesterday. But again, this is not to be seen as a don't know what happened here with the this is not to be seen as a sign of strength at the moment. We formed this double bottom here in that support zone at $2.03, and that is exactly, I think yesterday when I did that video, I said we are going to see a move to the upside. In this morning's video we were just at this neckline here, and I said, maybe we break it to the upside, but then possibly get to the 213 level, at which we currently are. Maybe we even break that to the upside, but to be honest, even if we do that, in my view, because of Bitcoin's weakness as well, it is still not a sign of strength really, because after such a strong sell-off that we had in the last few days, a little bit of recovery is normal. And again, you can see that here, that we were in the oversold range here on the shorter term time frame, but we are not on the longer term time frame, and that means there is some more space to move to the downside on the longer term time frame. As you probably know, the longer term time frames, they are always more important, they are always more significant and more meaningful than these shorter term time frames. So I expect, you know, maybe we bounce off here and move again to the downside, maybe even we break to the upside, but even then, this is all the noise that is just happening on a daily basis. I still haven't seen any sign here that we will make a trend reversal and push up further to the upside on a sustainable basis. I would need to see more signs for that. This is purely just a small double bottom that we can see in a larger move to the downside. And even though I'd love already that trend reversal to the upside, I don't think we've seen it yet. The indicators, especially on the daily, they are not showing any strength at the moment. Also, Bitcoin isn't showing any strength at the moment. And because Cardano is following Bitcoin so much, I expect another move to the downside. So where could we be heading? And I'm just opening my Binance chart here, on which I have the ABC correction in here. And you guys know that, you know, we've been talking about this ABC correction now for a while. You are with me on this journey here, and we are all in it together. And we can see the Fibonacci retracement levels here of this major wave that we can see. We're currently in that ABC corrective wave, and I think we haven't seen the C correction being finished yet. So I expect us to drop further down. 180, or if we lose that, then 181, and if we lose that, 145. These are the Fibonacci retracement levels. The 0.618 is the golden pocket here at 181. That is the most significant one. So I expect actually a bounce off there to the upside, and then maybe that will be the momentum that we need to push further up to prices of, I did say before, at least 450 this year. That is my view. Yes, I could be totally wrong here, but that's my view. I did say if we lose 181, we can still get a lot of support here at 145, or 145.8 to be exact, and from then we bounce to the upside. And I have to say, if we lose that, that would be a really bearish scenario. And again, I don't want to talk about that at this stage. It is all possible, but that would mean, I think, that we are going to see the crypto winter, which I believe is not due yet. I still think we will see new all-time highs this year, and that we are still in a bull run. And I refer to the stock to flow model for Bitcoin, which has always been quite precise actually. So that would indicate that we need to see that move to the upside as well, and it would work quite well together. This ABC correction here, which is finished with this C correction based on the Elliott Wave method. From then on, we should see that push to the upside, and we are in the target area at the moment, or we were in it yesterday again. We were in it on the 21st of September. And at the moment, there is, you know, still a lot of push to the upside from buyers that won't let the price drop further. But I did say before, I believe we have to see that further drop to get more buyers interested again. And we haven't seen that final sell-off yet that I think is due to happen for Bitcoin, and then, of course, also for Cardano. And, you know, as always, I try to be objective here, try to really tell you what I see in the charts and what could happen. And so far, it's been pretty accurate, I think. So even though it's my biggest holding, I still expect the price to go down further. No reason to tell you that, you know, that prices will go to the moon in, you know, in the next 2 weeks. And a lot of people, you know, a lot of other channels who have been saying that, they are quite quiet at the moment, to be honest. It is just what it is. I mean, I'm following other YouTube channels as well, and most of them have gone quite quiet. I'm not talking about the, you know, the more serious ones, which are really good and, you know, provide content every day, and serious content and sort of objective content, and sometimes slightly biased, which is totally normal. But these are good channels. But I'm talking about some other channels which are usually only publishing videos when prices go up, and they go quiet when prices go down. So I always try to update you with what I see, try to be objective and honest, and no reason to hype things here. But, you know, I did talk about yesterday in the next 5 years. I put the ABC, the different waves here on the chart, and the counts based on the Elliott Wave method, and that, you know, it just shows the potential that we could be in 5 years. You know, prices could go to $25 and $30, so that is huge. And the whole structure of the Cardano price chart, really, it just shows how early we still are. It just shows that we are still, you know, we are still in a major or super cycle wave 3, you know, 1, 2, and we are in a super cycle wave 3, which it will be somewhere ending probably somewhere even up here. And you know, wave 3 is where you normally want to get in as an investor, because that is normally the longest wave. It doesn't have to be the longest, but it's definitely not the shortest one. And you will have a wave 3 to the upside within which we currently are, and that is still quite early in the trend. It's not, of course, as early as wave 1, but people who got into wave 1 had a long period of recovery here, or a long period of consolidation throughout 2019, 2020. And then wave 3 is now probably the longest one, or at least not the shortest one, after which there will be a wave 4 correction and a move 5 to the upside. And that just shows how early we are with this cryptocurrency. It's just amazing, shows all the potential, and it's my biggest holding for a reason, and that is because of the project, the community, the fundamentals, the new partnerships, and also because we're quite early. We are still quite early. And yeah, has a lot of potential. No financial advice here, of course, but that is why I talk so much about Cardano, and I know you guys love to hear content about Cardano. And yeah, so if you like the content, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and also what else? Consider joining as a member, and check out my second channel, which you can find in the description, on which I talk about technical analysis. See you in the next update. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.